Hi folks, this is another edition of my show, the Stuart Doll Show, starring myself, Stuart Doll, coming to you live from live from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, where the current temperature is about 22 degrees, and now we should be on our way to reaching a high of 27 degrees. And then it looks like, by the looks of things, there's during the week there might be couple days of showers and some sunny skies and that, but sometimes the weather can change like that type of thing. So otherwise it looks good temperature wise. What else? I actually want to take this opportunity to say sorry I haven't made a video for my show, the Stuart Doll Show, in the last 2 weeks or so. It's just I've been you know busy with work, busy with any sports, and I've been dealing with some um, dealing with some stuff and that. I just had my one of my grandpa who passed away May the 6th, but that's just one of the things I've been dealing with. But there's other stuff I've been dealing with, so I apologize for not making a video for my show in the last 2 weeks, but I will try and make as many videos as possible. Now that's that. Now let's just get right into my show. As y'all probably know, tonight is WWE Extreme Rules, which comes to you live from the Bordeaux Center in New York, New Jersey, and it looks like it's shaping out to be a good one tonight. And here are the matches that'll be taking place tonight at WWE Extreme Rules, which is the one night of the year that the WWE goes extreme. And usually at Extreme Rules, WWE Extreme Rules, like I said, it's the one night that WWE goes extreme. So it could be anything from like chairs matches, tables matches, steel cage matches. There could be strap matches, ambulance matches, inferno matches, like any sort of possible thing you could think of that would constitute, extreme, type of thing. But anyways, so here are the matches that'll be taking place tonight. First one, it'll be Dolph Ziggler versus the winner of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, Baron Corbin, in a no disqualification match. Basically, for you people that don't know, no disqualification match basically means you can do pretty much whatever you want, because basically there's no disqualifications. So you basically use everything at your disposal. You can you can use tables, ladders, chairs, 2x4s wrapped around with some barbed wire wrapped around it, or baseball bats with barbed wire, fire extinguishers, TV monitors, basically anything at your disposal. That's what a no disqualification is. Basically, there's practically no rules at all. And then for the WWE Tag Team titles, it'll be the reigning defending champions, the New Day, of Big E Langston, Kofi Kingston, and or Xavier Woods. So basically, the New Day are a three-person team. So basically, any three of those members can defend the WWE Tag Team titles at any time. Kind of like, the Fabulous Freebirds, who were members of the of the 2016 WWE Hall of Fame class. Sorry about that. Anyways, so that's one match. And then for the WWE Women's Championship, it'll be a submission match between Charlotte Flair and Natalia. And the thing is if Ric Flair, who's banned from ringside by the way tonight, disregards his ban from ringside, Charlotte will lose her WWE Women's Championship. And knowing Ric Flair being Ric Flair, might actually listen to Stephanie and Shane McMahon, saying yeah, you're banned from ringside. But the thing is Ric Flair at once disregarded the rules by coming down one time, and some WWE officials had to tell him that get out of here, go to the back, get out, type of thing. But yeah, so I wonder if that's going to be the deciding factor in the WWE Women's Championship tonight. Is basically the question everyone's wondering: is Ric Flair going to disregard his ban from ringside? But if he does that, his daughter Charlotte loses the WWE Women's Championship, and I don't think she would be really too happy with that if I don't say so myself. So, but we'll see what happens tonight at WWE Extreme Rules, which, by the way, is on the WWE Network and available on most cable providers such as Shaw, Rogers, I think MTS, like most cable and satellite providers, and it's $12 a month for the WWE Network. But the thing is you get all the original programming, and then you plus get all the pay-per-views practically for free throughout the entire year. So, like, to name a few, like the Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, WWE Extreme Rules, TLC, basically all the pay-per-views throughout the year you practically get for free because you're paying for the WWE Network, which is $12 a month. But unfortunately for you people that don't have the WWE Network, yeah, you're going to be forking out, let me see, about 50 to 60 bucks. Yeah. And if there's crappy matches, I'd be like, really, really, really. That's why for you people that don't have the WWE Network, should get it now and start your free month now. And plus that, you get WWE Extreme Rules for free practically because you're only because you have if you subscribe now, you get your first month free, and then you're just paying $12 a month. But that's that. What else? Continuing, here's some of the other matches that'll be taking place at WWE Extreme Rules tonight. For the WWE United States Championship, it'll be the current reigning defending champion Kalisto going up against the Bulgarian Brute Rusev with Lana by his side. And then it'll be a fatal four-way match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. It'll be the reigning defending champion defending against Kevin Owens, Cesaro, and Sami Zayn. And so basically, there's no champion's advantage in this fatal four-way match. So basically, The Miz doesn't really have to be involved in the decision to lose his WWE Intercontinental Championship. Because in a fatal four-way match, the first person to gain a pinfall or submission wins the WWE Intercontinental Championship. And then what else? Then there's a tornado tag team match. It'll be the Usos, Jimmy and Jay Uso versus the Club of Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, who are friends with AJ Styles from back in their wrestling days in Japan. And then the other one is an Asylum match, which is the first one ever in WWE history between Dean Ambrose and Chris Jericho, who, by the way, Chris Jericho, for you people that do not know, is from right here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. What was his name? And Chris Jericho actually went to Westwood Collegiate here in Winnipeg, and he's been in the wrestling business for years. I don't know exactly how long he's been in the wrestling business for, but anyways. So basically, this Asylum match is the first ever one in WWE history. Basically, you're thinking, what is an Asylum match? Basically, it's kind of like a steel cage match, but with steel cage matches, you can win by pinfall submission or climbing and escaping the cage. But with an Asylum match, you can only win by pinfall or submission inside, and you cannot escape. But the thing is there are tons of things hung up, above the Asylum cage, from stuff like from straight jacket. There could be, like a 2x4 with some barbed wire around it. Basically, I don't know of anything and everything, but you never know. So basically, so that's what an Asylum match is. Basically, you can only win by pinfall or submission. You can't really climb up and escape in that. So I think this is going to be a really brutal and bloody match between Dean Ambrose and Winnipeg's Chris Jericho tonight. And then to cap off WWE Extreme Rules, it'll be for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. It'll be the reigning defending champion Roman Reigns taking on AJ Styles in an Extreme Rules match. You're thinking, again, an Extreme Rules match. Basically, an Extreme Rules match is basically there's no rules. There's no disqualifications, no countouts. Basically you have to win inside the ring by pinfall or submission. And again, you can use anything at your disposal underneath the ring, from like Singapore canes, baseball bats with barbed wire, 2x4s with barbed wire, tables, ladders, chairs, TV monitors. You can even put your opponent, through one of the announce tables, whether it be, the WWE announcer table or the Spanish announce table, or even like the German announce table, or anything. So basically, yeah. So that basically, in short, an Extreme Rules match is basically there's no rules. You just got to win by pinfall or submission inside the ring, and you're gonna be sure that this is gonna be a brutal and bloody Extreme Rules match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship tonight at Extreme Rules between Roman Reigns and AJ Styles, who were just basically just been going at each other's throats for the last while. Basically ever since AJ Styles debuted in WWE at last year's Royal Rumble. So that's basically our all the matches tonight at WWE Extreme Rules. Now, some what else? Here's an article from the BBC News website. This is titled. This is a news-related subject. This is titled Taliban leader Mol. I can't pronounce his name correctly, so Taliban leader Mullah Qatar Mansour, and sorry for the mispronunciation, by the way, killed Afghans confirmed. A drone targeted his vehicle in a remote area in southwest Pakistan near the Afghan border on Saturday. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry said Mansour had posed a continuing imminent threat to U.S. personnel. Man- Mansour assumed the leadership in July of 2015, replacing the Taliban founder and spiritual head Mohammad Omar. And sorry for the mispronunciation again. The Afghan National Security Director, or known as NDS, is said on Sunday Mansour was killed in the Dalbandi area. Sorry for the mispronunciation of the and I'm not gonna even pronounce the name of this Afghan province, but anyway, is the first official confirmation of the killing of the Taliban leader. So you know, so basically, like basically the coalition have basically been battling coalition forces have basically been battling the Taliban ever since the September 11th attacks in 2001, which has been going on for like over a decade. But anyways, and what was I gonna say? And you're probably, and for you people that don't know who the Taliban are, they are a hardline Islamic movement who's proved to be a formidable fighting force in Afghanistan and a major threat to its government and major threat to the Afghan government. The Taliban also threatens to destabilize Pakistan, where they control areas in the northwest who and have been blamed for a wave of suicide bombings and other attacks. Many observers have now believe that future peace in Afghanistan can only come if the government in Kabul negotiates with the Taliban. The announcement of the Taliban plans to open an office in Qatar, sorry for the mispronunciation, in June 2013 has seen as a positive step in those negotiations, but mistrust on both sides remains high. Despite the talks between the Taliban and the Afghan government officials took place for the first time in July of 2015. So basically, that's what basically the Taliban are. Basically, they're basically a hardline Islamic movement that basically threaten the stability of not only basically threaten the stability of Afghanistan and not only that, its government too. So you can see why Afghanistan is a very is a very volatile and violent has been a very volatile and violent country over the years. What else? Uh, anyways, other than that, I've just been basically just been relaxing most of the weekend. I just had a family gathering yesterday that I went to at my auntie Kenny's house here in Winnipeg, and this is YouTube and that, so forget about what her address in that is. I am not telling you that because this is YouTube, and there's crazy and crazy people out there, if you know what I mean. But anyways, I had a really awesome time last night. I had some drinks at I think two rum and cokes, and I had two great Jello shots that had vodka in them. And they were actually pretty good, but they were kind of the Jello shots were kind of hard to get. So either like I had to put it up like this and use my tongue to kind of get it loose or use my finger to get it loose, then drink it. But the Jello vodka shots were actually pretty awesome, if I don't say so myself. What else? Yeah, other than that, I'm pretty much just relaxing at home today, just taking it easy type of thing, just sitting around watching some TV, working on my laptop, that type of thing, if you know what I mean. And that, what else? What? Oh, here's an article. This is on a political politics comment politics article. Um, this one is titled Canada UK want, want an issue of hostage ransoms on the G7 agenda. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and British Prime Minister David Cameron will raise the issue of governments that pay ransoms for hostages when they meet with the global leaders next week. A Canadian government source told CBC News that the two leaders plan to broach the issue with their counterparts um, at the G7 meetings in Japan. Canada, Canada and the UK have campaigned against the practice of governments paying for the release of their citizens, urging that the ransoms finance global terrorism, which is, I kind of understand, Justin Trudeau and David Cameron's, point of view, and that, that's kind of true type of thing. But anyways, and invite more kidnappings. Both countries have firm policies against paying ransoms, and even if it means the death of their own citizens. And this is part of another article. It's titled, basically part of this, "We will not pay ransom to terrorists." In April, Canadian James Randall was beheaded by the I can't pronounce the name. But basically, it's an Islamic terrorist group, in the Philippines, where he had been held hostage. Basically, the Canadian has been held hostage for months. What was I going to say? And this is what Trudeau said. I do want to make the one thing perfectly crystal clear. Canada does not and will not pay ransom for terrorists, directly or indirectly, Trudeau says after Radal's murder. There are very direct, concrete reasons for this, Trudeau added. First of all, obviously, this is a significant source of funds for terrorist organizations that then allows them to continue to perpetrate deadly acts of violence against innocent people around the world. But more importantly, paying ransom for Canadians would endanger the lives of every single one of the millions of Canadians who live and work and travel around the globe every single year, he said. Terrorist groups use kidnappings to finance their activities for years. Western countries have failed to agree on a common approach to the problem and the abduction of European citizens, in particular the lucrative cash flow for groups such as Al Qaeda. While many European countries deny they pay ransoms, have been reports that suggests governments frequently use networks proxies to pay the release of their citizens. Pardon me. The U.S. also opposes ransoms for hostages, but in 2015, the Obama administration changes its policy, seeking criminal charges against families who pay ransoms to secure the release of their loved ones. Government agencies are also allowed to assist families in negotiations. And again, this is part of the same article. Other issues on Trudeau's G7 agenda. The ransom discussion is the only item Trudeau may raise during his first political trip to Japan. Trudeau hopes to get support for his investment agenda, using the government's spending to simulate the economy. He is also seeking to rebuild trade ties with Asia, especially Japan, Canada's fifth largest trading partner. A key focus will be the auto sector, as Trudeau has slated to meet with top officials from companies such as Honda and Toyota. Excuse me. The G7 Leaders Summit is set for May 26th and 27th. Before that, Trudeau will have an official working visit to Japan, which includes meetings with the Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe and an audience with the Emperor and Empress of Japan. So this is just one article on politics, but in some ways, politics, can be very strange and complex, all over the world, here in Canada, the United States, Europe, Asia, Africa, all over the place, type of thing. But, what else? As you all probably do know, the Cleveland Cavaliers, who've been undefeated throughout the playoffs so far, suffered their first loss in the playoffs, courtesy of the Toronto Raptors in their, I think it was game 2 or 3 of their Eastern Conference Final Series. I honestly don't know. And oh, pardon me. Sorry for that, folks. Sorry for that, folks. Sometimes I have the tendency to burp at times. But yeah. What else? Other than that, for you people that are people that want to enjoy the long weekend, you should enjoy the nice weather that we're getting, because usually on the May long weekend it's gonna be cold and windy or snowy or snowing and rainy or whatever. So, there is a UFC fight night event coming up on Sunday, May 29th. And 9th is Thomas Amandilla versus Cody Garbrandt. And here are some of the fights that'll be taking place. It'll be, I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. There's 6 fights on the card for that UFC fight night, and some of them range from and some of them can range from featherweight or lightweight fights or heavyweight fights or and that what else? Looks like it's a pretty action-packed card for UFC Fight Night on Sunday, May 29th. And what else? Well, That's all for now, folks. This has been another edition of my show, The Stuart Dahl Show. I'm signing off for now. For you young people, stay in school, stay out of trouble, and you'll do fine. And enjoy the main long weekend, and enjoy WWE Extreme Rules tonight. And bye bye for now, and stay cool, my friends.